We searched for a decade, using savory and not-so-savory methods. But this particular movie was nowhere to be found. I emailed producers, actors, while my father scoured the internet in search of a film long forgotten. I saw it once, when it played on TV, but then never again. The Roxy Hunter movies were my favorite as a young girl, and still are to this day. The spunky, stylish, plaid-skirt-rocking, mystery-solving tween was my idol growing up. The first three movies, The Mystery of the Moody Ghost, The Secret of the Shaman, and The Myth of the Mermaid, are all available for purchase or for stream. But the final installment, Roxy Hunter and the Horrific Halloween, is literally nowhere to be found. I had convinced myself after 10 years that I would never see this movie again, and I had pretty much accepted that. Until one fateful day. We were having a family dinner at my grandparents' house, and my grandfather was getting rid of a box of VHS tapes, so I figured I should take a look just in case I found something along the lines of, but not necessarily specific to, a Christian Slater movie. I picked up a tape with the words Roxy written on it. The thought crossed my mind. Could it be? After all this time? I brought it home, popped it in the VCR. Yes, we still have one. And lo and behold, Roxy Hunter and the Horrific Halloween started playing. Alright, explain to me what's happened here.
Using an old video capture EasyCap RCA to USB adapter, and searching for about an hour, I was able to find the right drivers for it to work with Windows 10. I was able to start offloading the video from the old VHS machine through its video output ports, and we're gonna suck that old movie off that old tape and make sure we have it forever.
Woo! The premise of this movie is quite simple. A kid from Transylvania named Stefan moves to Serenity Falls and starts school with Roxy.
I thought you were just socially maladjusted. I had no idea you were artistically socially maladjusted.
And I know what you may be thinking. Emma, this sounds exactly like Vampire Diaries. Well, you would be sadly mistaken. This is not Stefan that moves to Mystic Falls and starts school with Elena. This is something completely different. At first, Roxy, having an overactive imagination, automatically assumes that Stefan is a vampire. However, she later scratches that theory when she learns that garlic doesn't bother him and he has no problem with crosses. Roxy is very thorough, though. She even pulls out a Quran at one point just to make sure he's not a Muslim vampire.
Why don't we read from the Quran?
Sure, if you want to.
She decides after much deliberation that it is not the boy that is a vampire, but his uncle, Vlad.
Good taste. Taste good.
And Roxy being Roxy, she intends to prove it. The film is chock full of a myriad of quirky characters, such as Rama, the Indian medical student, who helps Roxy out with all of her crazy endeavors.
Okay, well, if you can't do that, then dismantle the bomb.
Right. Quick little question. I think it's slightly important. How do I do that?
In the first movie, Roxy found Rama squatting in her attic, and they've been best friends ever since. Oh, and a little bit off topic, but the actor that plays Rama has had a truly bountiful career. Just check out this clip I found.
What kind of pictures?
The personal kind.
Right.
What?
Anna? Seems corrupt.
Oh, yeah. Looks way corrupted. Can I touch it?
We have to make a duplicate of your hard drive.
You may have to leave your laptop overnight.
What I tell you about watching porno on the sales floor?
There are also a few little side stories going on. Roxy's mom, Susan, has decided that she wants to move out of the Moody mansion because it's too big for them, it's too much stress, too hard to take care of, etc., etc. But Susan's boyfriend, John, has a solution to this problem, which is he can move in with them and help take care of the house. But Susan is very hesitant, having lost her husband. She doesn't want to move too quickly.
Because, well, that is, we.
Wow. That was really hard for you to say, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Max, the son of two archaeologists who are friends with Susan, has been staying with Susan and Roxy because his parents were on some crazy mining adventure. He's like a brother to Roxy, but she insists that he's her fiancé. Max's parents were supposed to come pick him up after months and months of being away, but they find a burial site or something like that, so they have to delay it.
My parents don't even understand anything about me. How could you?
Max is distraught, so he does what any angsty tweenager would do. He eggs the sheriff's house.
They're hard-boiled.
Oh no! No!
He doesn't get arrested, though. No, he gets an even worse punishment. He has to listen to the sheriff tell a story.
It was a summer of love, for crying out loud. I was going to be a folk singer. Called myself Moonshadow. So I put a flower in my hair and off I went to San Francisco. Just up and left.
Roxy and Stefan soon join forces and uncover that Vlad, the uncle, was supposed to be selling Stefan's father's paintings to earn money to move him and his wife over here to be with Stefan, but he's been repainting the signature and then painting his own signature over top of it and selling them and keeping the money. So they get pretty angry about that, of course.
And I thought your uncle was a vampire. He's worse than a vampire. He's a cheat and a liar.
They come up with a master plan, which is build a very scary haunted house, lure Vlad into the haunted house, give him a good old fright.
Come on, Dweebles. You're supposed to be the Walking Dead. Put a little life into it. Watch me.
And it works. He turns himself in.
I beg you, Roxy.
Cowering mortal! It is not Roxy whom you address. I am Countess Roxula, ruler of the damned.
No, please. Yes, I stole the paintings and kept the money from his family.
And in the end, Stefan is reunited with his family. And of course, there's more than enough room left for a little romance, despite Susan's very clear wishes not to go too quickly with this relationship.
So I thought maybe, I could, move in. Or not.
John proposes, she says yes, and yay, happy ending.
Susan, will you marry me?
Yes.
Seriously though, I am very glad that we found this movie. It's been a long time, and anyone who wants to see it, give me a call. Come on over. Maybe I'll put it up on my projector and project it on a movie screen for the whole city to watch, because it is something that deserves to be seen. Later, skaters.
I'm telling you, my Dalu will be the most terrifying monster in the house, Roxy.
Rana, for the last...
That's a surprise tool that can help us later.